Hi everybody, this is Dan with Mass Coins and Collectibles, and today I am starting a penny hunt, box hunt, in order to see how many boxes of pennies it will take for me to fill up this number 2 Lincolncents Whitman folder starting in 1941. So I was able to go to the bank yesterday and I got 2 boxes of somewhat circulated coins. I was able to see through the windows, and you can see that there are some newer ones, but there are also a number of memorial cents in there. So, in addition, you got the shields and then the memorials. So there's a fairly even mix of them, it looks like. I don't see any Wheaties, no Enders, nothing like that, no even Canadians. So I don't know what's on the other side, but when I open it, we'll find out. So yeah, my goal is to hopefully get this whole book filled up fairly soon, but who knows? As you know, this number 2 book's not as hard as the number 1 book, of course, which starts from 1909, goes to 1940, has all the really early ones and key dates that are really hard to find. So the toughest ones, I imagine, getting in this are probably just going to be the steel cents, 43, PD&S. Those are the tough ones. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna crack open the first box of the 2. Got 1 and 2, and we'll see. When I find something, we'll bring it in. Thank you. Okay, so I opened box 1, and I don't see any Enders in there, just a Canadian. This one right here looked pretty old, but as I picked it up and squinted, I could read the date. It's 1982, so that's no good. But anyway, so I went into roll number 1, and we got our, second foreign find, because we already found a Canadian. Here's an Ender. Here's a Canadian right here. 1964. So let's see. Good one. Bitty beat up on the front, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right, put that to the side. Go through the rest of this roll. Okay, so I finished up roll 1, and near the end of that was a 2009 Lincoln penny, the Lincoln Professional Life. And then now I'm into roll 2, smooth it out. And the only thing I see is another foreign here. We've got another Canadian. So there we go, put that over there. All right, a lot of copper. I'm getting a lot of copper, but I'm not finding anything old yet. But all right, I'm gonna go through these, see what else. But we finally found our first Wheatie. It's roll number 7. And as I was flattening the roll out, there we go. So let's pull this and do the reveal together. It's pretty, I'm guessing it's late 50s. 56, yeah. Okay, well, hey, it's a Wheatie. It's the first one on the board, we'll take it. And in a few other boxes, I've pulled out a few other rolls. Keep saying boxes. Another Canadian and a 69 San Francisco. I checked under the scope. No doubling, unfortunately. It's not the double die. All right, gonna finish up with this roll. Go on, bring in on the next one. Okay, roll 8. No Wheaties, but 2 foreigns, 2 Canadians. Right here and here. They look newer, so let's see what they are. Here and here, sorry. 81, yep. And 79, okay. On the previous roll, I didn't bring it in earlier, but I found a couple of interesting finds here. This right here, and I'll put it under the scope. So you can take a better look. Look how detailed and shiny this thing is. Okay. It's hard to really get a sense of it under the scope, but yeah, it's very dirty or toned, more toned than dirty, I guess. But when you look at it, it's got this certain look to it. And this was, there's no doubt in my mind, this was taken out of one of the mint sets, uncirculated sets, and somehow it got put into circulation because that's so highly detailed and shiny, to be just a regular business strike. So that's my guess. And the other cool thing I found was a 1987 with a repunched mint mark right there. There's slight doubling on the 7 as well. You can see that there, but definitely definitely that's a repunch D. You can see the D underneath that there. That's always cool to find. I get those quite often, so, but they're not that uncommon. They're actually more common. So, all right, we'll bring it in on the next. Okay, roll 13. Finally found our second Wheatie. As I was flattening this out, I saw the date. Whoops, that's the wrong one. 1944. Pretty beat up. But it's a Wheatie, and we'll put it on the board. I also earlier found another 1969 San Francisco. Checked it for doubling, none. And then I found a really nice looking 1999. You know, lots of detail in Lincoln there. His coat and his hair. And the reverse, and the memorials there, the steps. That's a good one. I really like that one. So I'm going to keep that. All right. We'll see if we get more. Okay, finally got some more finds. Roll 15. Found my third Wheatie of the box right there. I'm going to pull this one out and see what it is. Boy, my eyes are getting bad. Okay, let's see. 1940, I guess. Or 49. Gotta put it under the scope. Okay, let's see what the scope says. 1949, okay. See? All right. And then I had also found earlier a 1971S. Not the greatest condition, but hey, it's not bad. And another Canadian. So, another foreign. All right. Bring it back here. Roll 16, second to last coin in there. And that's a 1930. Pretty beat up. But another Wheatie, and it's an earlier one. We add it. All right, bring it back in. Okay, roll 21. We have our fifth Wheatie. It's the second from the end, so it was almost an ender, not quite. Let's pull it out. Let's see what it is. 48 Denver. Okay, good. We add that. And then last couple of rolls, I found some more Canadians. And here's a cool find. What we have here is a 2020 penny with strong machine doubling. That's not a double die. That's machine doubling. Because when you move the penny around, orientation changes. If it was a solid double die, you'd see the hard doubling no matter where you viewed it. But it's a cool machine doubling. I noticed it with my eye without even going to the scope beforehand. So, but it was pretty cool. Those are kind of fun to find. So, but common. All right, bring you back with some. All right, same roll. 21 there. Just found two more finds. Look at this. This is a extremely beat up 1956 Denver Wheatie. Wheatie number 6. And then I already checked this under the scope. I always check my 1969 pennies regardless of the mint marks under the scopes, because the S, obviously you want to know if it's the double die or not. The one that everyone was looking for, but no one ever seems to find. And then under the scope, though, because the 1969 Philadelphia's, though, you could have what we like to call the floating roof. As you see the roof here, there's a little bar here that actually connects this here and here, and you really don't really see much. There might be something there, and there might be something there, but you can argue that's a floating roof, but it's probably just wear. So, kind of fun. Alrighty, bring it back when we find something else. All right, folks, roll 25, and we have our 7th Wheatie. It's flattening the roll out, and I came across this. Let's see what it is. I'm guessing the 40s, just from the look of the back. 51, okay. Add that to the pile, and then I had found another 1969 Canadian. Add that to the pile. All right, bring it back with more fun. Okay, roll number 27, and as I was flattening it out, I spotted another Wheatie. Where was it? right here. So we'll do the reveal. 56D. That's Wheatie number 8. And did I just see another one? Yeah, I thought I saw another one right here. Another 5060. That's Wheatie number 9. Okay, well, see what else we can find. Okay, and we got roll 28, another Wheatie. Well, this is Wheatie number 10. I was flattening this out and found it. 1944. Always like the 44s and 45s when they're in like mint state condition because they were melted down. The copper that was used was from melted down bullet shell casings during the war. As in 43, as you all know, they made steel cents. They needed the copper in order to, help with the war effort. And in 44 and 45, they had zillions of these bullet shell casings that were made out of pure copper pretty much. So they just took them back to the United States and melted them down and made copper pennies out of them. So, now, 70 years later, you can't really tell the difference. But when you get mint state ones, they're a different tone of red shaded. It's really beautiful to look at when you see them. So that's why I like to find them, but I always like them in the mint state condition. All right. Also found a 74S, pretty little dinged up there. That's another San Francisco. And this is a 93D under the scope. As you can see, it's actually sort of repunched. As you can see that the mouse is showing you. That's a repunch. That's a D there, right under that one. So that's kind of cool. All right, bring you back in on. Okay, we're back. Roll 31, and I found 2 more Wheaties as I was flattening this out. So I'm pretty happy. Right here, we got a 1946. That's Wheatie number 12. And then down here, we got Wheatie number 13. And this one looks like it could be older, I think. Well, just pretty dirty. Probably not. For my luck, it's a 46 or something. Oh my lord, did I just call that? A 46. Looks like an S. Let's put that under the scope. That's a 46X. I will take that. It's pretty beat up, this thing. But we'll take it. A 46S is a 46S. Alright, bring you back in on the next. Okay, we're back. Roll number 35, and we finally found another Wheatie. It's been several rolls since we found one. And here it is. Again, another one that's pretty filthy, beat up. 1945. Doesn't look like there's any mint mark on it. Alright, so that's Wheatie number 14. Alright, bring you back in. Actually, I got a bunch of coins that I found earlier in some of the other rolls. A couple more Canadians. Another 2009 Professional Life Lincoln. 68S, 69S, and a 70S. Neither the 68 or the 69 had the doubling on it, and the 70S is not the small date, so that would have been nice if it was, but it's not. Okay, I'll be back when we find something. Okay, roll number 36, and we have our 15th Wheatie of the box. Right here. $1947 Philly. Cool. Put that up there. And a few interesting finds from the last box, from the last roll. 2009 D. I rarely get the D's, which is great. That's the log cabin, and we even rarer get these. Never see these around here. And then I got an 83 D with a repunched mint mark there. A little bit. You can see it on the east side of the D there. So that's kind of cool. All right, bring you in on the next. Okay, I just finished roll 40. No Wheaties in there, but I got, from the last several rolls, I got 3 more Canadians, including a 1947. So that's the oldest Canadian so far. 2 more San Franciscos, a 71 and a 74. 2 more 1969 pennies. I actually found about 8 or 9 of these things, but only 2 had the floating roof. And it took me 40 rolls to find a 1959 penny, and there were 2 of them in that roll, so both are still pretty beat up. And that's about it. So I will finish up, start on the next 10, and when I find something, I will bring you in. Okay, just opened roll 41, and here is our 16th Wheatie of the box. And it is going to be a 51. I think that's an S. Let's put it under the scope and take a look. Yep, that's a 1951 S. That's a great, I love finding these San Francisco ones from the early 50s. You don't get a lot of them around here, so it's nice to have that for my book, the first box in. So that's a good little find. All right, bring you back in on the next find. Roll 42, and I missed this one. I was just going through the roll, and this really shiny penny stuck out, and I was like, hey, cool. 1958. It's a little beat up on this side, but 1958. Hey, we'll take it. That's Wheatback number 17. All right, let's hope we can make 20 before the end of this box. Let you know when I have the next find. Okay, roll number 44. And as I was flattening this out, we got a couple of finds. First is another Wheatie number 18. It's kind of weird. Almost looks like it was polished at one time or something. I don't know. Curious as to what this is. What? Is that a 36S? It is. That's a 1936S. I can't believe we got an early Wheatie with a mint mark and a San Francisco 36S. All right, I'll take that. But yeah, the reverse of this looks like it, I don't know, this penny looks like it was definitely cleaned at one point. Let's get a better look at it. Yeah, I really think this was cleaned. Trying to get a good picture of this for you. It's damaged, but I think it was cleaned at one point too. Oh well, hey, at least it's a 36S. All right, Wheatie number 18. And then the other find was just another Canadian. And I found a Canadian in the previous roll as well, so 80 and 88. One good thing I did find in the last roll was a 1992. It's a wide AM, it's not the close A win, but it's a repunched mint mark, as you can see there. So that's cool, it's a 1992 repunched mint mark. All right, bring you in on the next. Okay, roll 47, and we found Wheatie number 19. Let's flatten it out, spin a few of these around. Thought that was an oldie, but it turned out to be a 62. 1934, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, bring you in on the next find. Okay, roll 49, and I was wondering what we were gonna get first. 20 Canadian pennies or 20 Wheatbacks, because I have 19 of each. And the winner is Canada. 1982. But the funny thing is, further down the roll, we got our 20th Wheatie as well. It's 48 So 20 Wheaties, 20 Canadians. All right, finish this roll and open the last one. We'll see what we got. Okay, here's the wrap up of box 1. So we got a total of 20 Wheaties and 20 Canadians. The Wheaties were 30, 34, and 36S. A couple of 44s, 44D, 45, 46S, 46S and a 46 Philly, 48S, 48E, 47, a 48 Philly, and a 49 Philly. And for the 50s, we got a 51, a 51S, a 56, two 56, three 56Ds rather, and a 58. We got two 1959s. We got a whole bunch of S mints from like 68 to 74, which was pretty good. We got about 4 or 5 of the 1969 floating roofs, some repunched mint marks, things like that. So all in all, not a bad box, so I'm pretty good with that. Alrighty, so I'm going to do the second box in a separate video because this one took a long time, and I think with that one I'm going to do wrap-ups every 10 rolls instead of every find. Make things a little easier. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would very much appreciate any input you have. Thank you.